finally realized that her dog was literally using the bathroom. Number 2 on the plane. I missed my connecting flight. And it was supposed to be a turn. A trip that was supposed to be a turn turned into a 2-day trip, y'all.
God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. Yeah. No longer blinded, I can see.
Hey y'all, hey, it is me, KaRena Lee, and I am back at it again with another video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is KaRena. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting. In today's video, we are going to do a everyday flight attendant approved makeup look, something super soft, super simple, super sweet and to the point, while we talk about being a flight attendant and the things that y'all might not know. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely keep watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. So I first off want to tell y'all that I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw this TikTok and it sparked this video. Like, it made me think, like, I need to talk about this. I've been a flight attendant for 6 months now, so I know a little bit of nothing about being a flight attendant. So first I'm gonna play this video for y'all so y'all can hear what he's saying, and then yeah, and while I do that, we're gonna start the makeup. Everything I use will be in the description box down below. I don't have time to be talking about what I'm using and talking about, I can't do both. So listen to this, y'all. Okay, because he really ate y'all up. Those of you who stop, bro. Those of you who do not know, like, just listen.
Child, it's almost 2024 and y'all still think flight attendants only pass out water, juice, and cookies. I don't know who started this narrative that flight attendants don't do nothing but serve food like waitresses and waiters in the sky, but y'all got it wrong. First of all, half of y'all can't even do the job. Second of all, they deserve more money. Yeah, I said it. Third of all, and I'm gonna put it on record, that job is harder than TSA. The process to even become a flight attendant is so long that it makes you, it's survival of the fittest. I need all the flight attendants to please stand up, child. This post is for y'all. Sound off in the comments because these people need to know how hard y'all work. They gotta learn emergency procedures. First aid, because a lot of y'all be falling out on flight. Conflict resolution, you see what's going on? They gotta know about planes. They gotta know about aviation regulations. They gotta know about how their airline works. And on top of all that, they gotta provide good customer service. Y'all know the ones who provide good customer service. And yes, you see the glamorous parts of their job because that's what they show you, but they have irregular schedules and that weighs on a lot of them. They're always on the go. And you never know when they're gonna call you to work a flight. You could be asleep. They gonna wake you out of your sleep. And you gotta be there within a time frame to be on that flight. I don't know, and I don't really talk about topics like this, but it really irks my nerves when I keep seeing these videos talking about how much these flight attendants make, because some of them do make good money, and they deserve to because they do a lot. Until you do the job yourself, stop talking about other people's jobs. You don't know how it really is until you do it. And in my opinion, flight attendants deserve much more than they're already getting.
Period. So let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. He ain't said nothing but everything that needs to be said. So first things first. First of all, the process. I have a video up on how, like, please don't say I got on my shirt. I think I did. I have a video on how the process worked of me becoming a flight attendant, from literally all of it. Like, the day I went to do the first interview, and in that, wait, hold on. This is why I don't talk into my makeup, because I'd be so confused. I have a video up, multiple really, but I have a video of getting ready to go to my in-person interview before I actually got my contingent offer letter, or whatever they call it. And I literally talk about the process of how to become a flight attendant, and that's only the beginning. So, so that's only the beginning, y'all. Then you have to go to training. Now, obviously, I'm only speaking from my own experience because I only know what my company does. I haven't gone to training for anybody else, so can't tell you what other people are doing. But what I can tell you is my training was a month long, and that's another thing in itself. Like, it takes dang near, it basically takes dang near a month and a half to become a flight attendant, right? And so to some people that's like, oh, like that's nothing. Every single day you get 1 day off. Besides that, you're in class every single day for like hours, like it's forever, and it's so much information. Like, it's not easy. All of the training, it's up on my channel too, so definitely go ahead and check those videos out too if you're interested in seeing how to become a flight attendant. But that's just to say the process in itself is not easy. So next thing he was talking about was how we have to know emergency procedures, right? A fact. That's basically, we're literally, you guys, we are trained to be emergency professionals. Like, that's what we're trained to do. We're not trained to serve, like, they teach us how, but that's the, I'm rambling, hold on, because y'all just really don't understand. They teach us how to become glorified servers, as some people would call us. So they teach us how to do service, but that's like almost the very last thing you learn. Like, it's the least of their worries, literally, is how to do service. We get taught emergency procedures because I think what you guys fail to realize, and if this doesn't apply to you, then I don't mean you when I say you guys, but I think what people fail to realize is the fact that if the plane goes down, or if you go down on the plane, we are trained to save your life, literally, to the best of our abilities until an actual medical professional, like, you know, unless there's one on the plane. But we're the ones trained to save you, legit. We're trained on CPR. We're trained on all emergency equipment that's on the aircraft. We're trained on it to save your life. Now, he said conflict resolution. Anybody who has been on a flight knows that one way or another is going to be a problem. And for the company that I work for, you know, we need to know conflict resolution, because somebody mad about the bag that they tried to sneak on the plane, and the gate agent caught them, and now they paid $100 for their bag, and somehow they get on the plane mad at us for trying to finesse their way into the bag, getting the bag on the plane. Now they got an attitude. Or let's say there's a seat duplication, something else that we can't control. That's a gate agent problem, but you're on the plane now and you and somebody else got the same seat, right? That's a problem. We got to fix that problem. Or somebody has a pet in the cabin, like somebody brought their dog and their dog stinks, or maybe just someone stinks and you're sitting next to them. I've literally encountered people, y'all, somebody had somebody else's seatbelt and they didn't want to tell them. I had to tell them, oh, you know, I think there might be a seatbelt discrepancy. Can we just go ahead and see, you know, what's going on with the seatbelt, so that, you know, everybody can have their seatbelt on. But people literally don't even want to tell the people that somebody got their seatbelt. Like, it can be as simple as that. But at the end of the day, when a conflict arises, guess who has to fix it? The only people who are in the air who working, a flight attendant. So like he said, y'all usually only see the glamorous part of our job. By glamorous part of our job, clearly we're talking about the travel, right? Like, that's probably what's being referenced, is the travel. And I feel like something that y'all don't realize is that even when we're traveling, we are still working, right? So let's say, oh my gosh, they didn't call me to go on a trip and I'm going to New Orleans, right? Let's just say I'm going to New Orleans. We're going to Louisiana. Ooh, it's lit, it's lit, it's lit. First of all, the company pays for our transportation, right? Obviously, like, pays for our hotel, pays for our, well, our hotel, really. And so with that being said, the company decides where the hotel is. So again, every airline is different. I'm only speaking for mine. I don't know about nobody else's airline, I don't know. So this is just a prime example of showing how y'all don't really understand for real the, like, degree of the situation, because the hotel in New Orleans is not like it's on Bourbon Street. Like, it's not near Bourbon Street. Like, you have to travel. You have to spend your money. You need to spend your money to get an Uber to go down to Bourbon Street if you want to have a little fun or do whatever you want to do on your layover. But again, let's just keep in mind that we're on the clock here. So although I'm on a layover, I'm still at work, which means there are still rules, there are still requirements, there's still a certain amount of time that you got to stop drinking by to get ready for your next flight. On top of the fact that just because I'm in New Orleans doesn't mean I'm gonna have time to have any fun. Maybe my layover is only 12 hours. When I tell you that 12 hours is not a lot of time when you just worked a flight, Another thing, we can't sleep on the plane. We're awake the whole time. So if I'm working a freaking 3.5 hour flight, you're asleep the whole 3.5 hours and I'm awake. I'm up. I'm checking to make sure you're breathing, make sure you're alive. I'm taking trash. I'm serving. Glamour. Look, I'm being your server. I'm making sure ain't nobody in here dead. And I'm very serious because I've heard instances, I've heard personally about someone dying on someone's flight. So I just said that to say, after all of that, on a 3.5 hour flight, then we get to the hotel. You have to get off the plane. I mean, the plane has to land. You got to deplane. I have to wait for all of y'all to get off the plane. Then I can go. Then I have to go all the way to where they're supposed to pick us up for the shuttle. I have to wait on the shuttle because usually the shuttle's not there just waiting on you. So you have to wait on the shuttle. I get on the shuttle. I get to the room. I get to the hotel. And now I have to hope that the room's ready. Because for some strange reason, sometimes you get to the hotel and they're talking about we're getting your room together. Y'all knew we was coming. And you knew what time we was getting here. So what the do you mean you're getting the room ready? Why is the room not ready? Anyways, after all of that, you think I want to turn up? You think I want to go to dinner? You think I want to have a good time? I want to die. I want to get in the bed and go to sleep. Like, sometimes I'd be so tired, I'm like, is the shower even worth it? Like, is it even worth it? It'd be that serious. And it's like, we don't, just because we're traveling doesn't mean we're experiencing travel. A way that someone put it for me that makes a lot of sense is like, basically when we're like traveling, it's kind of like a sneak peek of places that you might want to go and visit yourself. But it's not like you're actually staying somewhere having a whole like weekend getaway. It's not giving that. It's not giving that. So yes, we do travel, but like he said in some other points, we never know where we're going. We don't know when we're going there. And this is for a reserve flight attendant. If you have a line, that's a whole different situation, and we can talk about that in a different video. But you don't know where you're going. You don't know what time you're gonna go there. Like, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot of moving pieces. So let's just piggyback off that. Irregular schedules. Irregular schedules. When you're a reserve flight attendant, you're on call. You're literally on call. You're on call. They might call you, they might not, but you better answer that phone if they do call you. And even like he said, like, oh, you might be sleeping, they wake you up out of your sleep. I'm on call from 12 a.m. to 10 a.m. So for the past 3 days, they have called me at 1 in the morning. Yes, obviously I'm asleep. They call me at 1 in the morning to come and sit ready in the airport at 4 a.m. To be ready to sit in the airport at 4 a.m. I have to be at the airport at 4 a.m. They call me at 1 a.m. to come sit ready, right? So yes, they do wake you up out of your sleep. You better be awake. Now, maybe you have a different schedule. Maybe you have maybe you have a different one. Who cares? Maybe you have a different time frame and you're awake already. But either way, you better answer that phone, and it's still in a regular schedule. You don't know if they're gonna call you. They might call you, they might not. But your phone, if your phone rings, you better answer. Ain't no might, you better answer. You better answer that phone. So that's another thing with irregular schedules. On top of the fact that, like I just said, I'm on call from 12 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now, let's say they call me into work, right? I'm sitting there at 4 a.m. Then at 7 a.m., they call me to work a flight that leaves at 8:30 or something like that. Like, let's just say something like that. Like, the flight leaves at 8:30 and it don't come back till 2 o'clock. So now that I've gone on this flight and it doesn't come back till 2 o'clock, I'm no longer legal. I don't have enough legal rest to work reserve A anymore. That means I can't be on call 12 a.m. anymore. So now I have to be on reserve B, which means that my schedule has completely, my hours have completely shifted. Irregular schedules, you just never know. You never know. I literally never know what day it is, you guys. I never know what time it is. My best friend will be like, oh, like, are you in town? Like, oh, can you do this? Who knows? We'll just have to see. We'll just have to hope and pray about it. So another thing he said, we're always on the go. So that means that I can literally be like gone from freaking, let's just say like I'm working a flight, but it's 3 legs of the flight. Heaven forbid there's no delays. Cause, okay, so I'm working a flight and we leave at 10 a.m. I can easily not come home till like 7 o'clock at night. Like, I could easily be like at work from 9 a.m. or even 8 or something like that, all the way until 7 or 8 at freaking night. And that's just how it is. Like, that's just the life you signed up for because you're a flight attendant. Like, you can't control if the plane's gonna leave on time. And so with that, I really want to talk about how he ended it off basically talking about how we deserve more money. Let's talk about the biggest thing that y'all probably do not know. Flight attendants do not get paid until the boarding door closes. Yeah. You know what that means? That means when the flight's delayed an hour and a half and you're sitting in the airport and you're oh so mad about it, you're pissed. Oh, I can't believe this, da, 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 da. And you're like, well, at least you're getting paid. But I'm not. I'm just as upset as you are that this flight is an hour and a half delayed because I've been here an hour before the flight left. So let's just say flight leaves at 9:32. I had to be at the airport and checked in at 8:32. Yeah, I had to be here at 8:32. Now, we're dealing with the delay on our hands, and the flight's not leaving for another hour and a half, but I've been here an hour earlier anyways. And I still am not getting paid until all of you angry people get on the aircraft and have your seats and put your bags up and use the bathroom and ask me for water that you know is not free and all this extra stuff. And it's not until the flight attendant says, flight attendants, armed doors for departure, cross-check and all call, that we start being paid. So since you got your degree and you think you know everything, have y'all seen that TikTok? No, but really though, yeah, y'all, like he said, like we have to stop making assumptions about like people's jobs and like what they do. Even like it makes me think about content creation and how somehow people have led themselves to believe that doing content creation is an easy job. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all do not know what goes into content creation if you think that content creation is a... Ooh, wait, no. Don't set that. If y'all think that content creation is an easy freaking job. But anyways, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about being a flight attendant. All that in mind, all that being said, I must say, with the 6 months that I've been at my job and the 6 months that I've been a flight attendant, with all the BS that I've encountered and all the situations that I didn't expect or didn't even know were gonna occur, I love my job. Honestly, you either like it or you don't. Being a flight attendant is not for everyone. Like, it's not an easy lifestyle to live, to always be changing time zones, to be like at the beginning to be on call and not know where you're gonna go or if you're gonna go, or like money and like stuff like that. Like, you just never know. The uncertainty of it at the beginning, it's worth it to me. I have never had a job where I could say I love my job. I've never loved my job. Like, I've had jobs where I'm like, oh, this is doable. It's decent. It's good enough. But I love my job with the flaws and all. So, as y'all can see, for this makeup look, I did a very simple, light to the point beat, because actually, in all honesty, when it comes to me, I actually don't do my makeup at all for work. I usually just don't have the time. I don't like to rush my makeup, and so I just feel like it would give me a lot of anxiety to do my makeup before I have to go to work personally, and that's usually because I work morning shifts, right? Like, I work in the morning. Whereas if, like, you know, if they were gonna call me at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, then maybe I would do my makeup in the morning, but that's not my testimony currently, right? So I just say that because I wanted to let y'all know that, like, this is like a very simple beat, and I think it's really pretty, really cute. Not gonna do any lashes, like any falsies. We're not gonna do any falsies, we're just gonna do regular lashes, because this is just a really good example of like an everyday beat. Nothing too dramatic, nothing too crazy. You just want to look alive and awake and like you're ready for the day. You know what I mean? Like you're ready to save lives on the flight, if need be. If not, then, you know, then we're just on here looking like a snack, and I look like you're a very attractive glorified waitress. But yeah, I didn't go too bright with the concealer. I didn't go too heavy with any products. I really did. The application was intentional. The way I applied it and what I applied it with was intentional, because I wanted it to look like skin, but better. And I think that's what we did, honey. finishing off this look with the Fenty gloss, and I don't know what this is called, but it's the clear one. Another thing that I would absolutely not wear to work. This $22 lip gloss, I'm not wearing this to work. I'm wearing this when I go out. I don't know, it is amazing. It's beautiful. It's top tier. Look at that. Ooh, eat 'em up. Yeah, it's giving what it's supposed to give. But it's $22, so like, I'm not doing that. This looks great. This lip gloss is everything, honey. Yes! Okay, anyways. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. If you've made it this far in the video, I definitely appreciate you for watching. If you're one of my flight attendant girlies, because I do have a couple of flight attendant supporters. I was gonna say friends, but we don't know each other that well yet. If you're watching this video, girl, comment down in the comment section below and, you know, tell these people what's going on, because they don't understand. They don't understand what we do for a living. But anyways, if you're not a flight attendant, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think, if there's anything that surprised you, anything like that. I would just love to connect with you guys and talk to you guys in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely check out some of my other videos. You might like those as well. You probably will. If you do, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on that bell notification so you're notified every time I post another video. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys. Why didn't this video get posted when it was supposed to? Well, it all started yesterday morning at 6 a.m. when I got a call to go on a trip. Alrighty, 6 a.m. I got a call. My report time was 8:57. Alrighty? So, by the grace of God, because I actually fell back asleep and didn't set no alarm. God is so good. He's too good. He's done this too many times for me, and I've never stopped thanking him for it. I wake up after getting that call. I wake back up. I get ready for work. I go to work. Now, I was supposed to be working a pairing that was going Las Vegas to San Jose, San Jose to San Diego, San Diego to Vegas, right? Yeah, that's what we were supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be landing home by like 7 o'clock. 6:52. So probably would have got here at like 7:15 and blah, blah, blah. Either way, right? So we had a 3-hour and 31-minute sit in San Jose, right? Right. Okay, stay with me, okay? So we get to San Jose. All of a sudden, the lead is like, oh, they're trying to find somebody to work this Dallas flight because the Dallas flight, the flight attendant called out sick. Guess who they call? They call me. They called me to work the Dallas flight because I am on reserve. Day in the life of a reserve flight attendant. Yay. And so then I'm basically forced. I mean, honestly, there was nothing I could do, so really I was. So then I have to work the Dallas flight. So instead of doing my California turns all day, I'm now going to Dallas, which is a 3-hour flight, and I'm supposed to be deadheading home on American Airlines at 6:52 or something like that. All right, well, that's what was supposed to happen. What actually happened was that Dallas flight was delayed. Yep, you know why? Because there was a service animal in the back, and oh, I'm sorry, no, let me tell you the first part. Okay, so the flight I actually was supposed to be working, Las Vegas to San Diego. Okay, no, Las Vegas to San Jose. Las Vegas to San Jose. So the flight was delayed, and come to find out that the gate agent and one of the passengers was verbally fighting, but they was about to get into a physical fight. So Metro was called. So literally the police were called. The police were on the jet bridge. The whole family, it was like a Samoan family. The whole family ends up getting off the plane. And this is all over a bag. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all that people get... And this was before any of this happened. I just was doing the video prior. I told y'all. People get upset about these bags. But what I will say is that I thought the gate agents had horrible attitudes, which, you know. So I just feel like they might have caught the wrong passenger at the right time, or I don't know because I wasn't out there. I just know what I heard. And what I heard was that an altercation occurred all over a dang old bag. Long story short, then people ended up getting back on the plane. Then we finally was about to leave. Oh, no. Rest assured. No, yeah, that was the end of that one. So that was how that flight went. That flight got delayed because it was a whole fight on the freaking jet bridge over a dang old bag. Or maybe it was about attitude. I don't know, but it all started with a bag. Okay? It all started with a bag. Then, the Dallas flight that I was never supposed to be working in the first place. So the Dallas flight is delayed. Why is the Dallas flight delayed? Because there's a service animal in row 30, and the dog is too big to be in the back, so then the dog needs to be moved to the front because we have to accommodate it if it's a service animal. If it's a pet, good luck. But if it's a service animal, we have to accommodate it. Y'all, we moved this dang on dog to the front, to the first row. The first row, the dog and the owner come to the front row. Everything is peaches and cream. Everything is fine. Everything is cool. Everything's dandy. Everything's smooth. About 45 minutes left in the flight, and like these smells start arising. Like these fumes, these horrific fumes start freaking arising, right? Okay, so with that being said, the flight attendant A is like, oh, like somebody, like we need to get some spray. I'm like, it's the dog. He thinks it's a person. I'm like, I promise you it's that dang old dog. Like, I just knew, I don't know why, but I just knew it was a dog. So then the girl's like, oh, then we're in final descent, and I remember because she couldn't get up to get any tissue. So she asked us to get her some tissue, so we got her some tissue. She said it was for herself to blow her nose. So she pretended to blow her nose, only for us to finally realize that her dog was literally using the bathroom. Number 2 on the plane. Using the bathroom on the plane, y'all. I don't even know what was exactly said. Flight attendant A was basically saying, like, I guess she was saying that the dog was sick or something. I don't know. But honestly, I think the dog was sick because when we finally see what was occurring, the dog's, number 2, the dog's poop. The dog's poop was runny. Like, it wasn't solid. It was runny. And the dog threw up. So whatever was going on with that dang old dog, like, it was going down bad. But it smelled horrible. And then, with that being said, because our flight was delayed, trying to even get the dang on dog a seat, I missed my connecting flight. So I was forced, once again, to stay in Dallas. I had to stay in Dallas overnight and then head back this morning, on a flight this morning, because they rerouted me to Dallas when I was never part of my original pairing. And then that flight was delayed, so we got in late, so I missed my connecting flight, so I had to stay in Dallas. All that to say, this was my day in the life, and it was supposed to be a turn. A trip that was supposed to be a turn turned into a 2-day trip, y'all. It turned into a 2-day trip, and I just want y'all to know that everything is not always peaches and motherfucking cream. That being said, I'm back home, and I'm hungry, and I'm irritated, and it's Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, la-da-da-da-da-da.